that claim. I'm glad that she reassessed and Kanye was able to lose her toxicology in the third trial, but 6 years later, Dr. Melissa's declined 48 hours to request for an interview. But in Brinella's third trial, she stands firm that David Lee's death was a homicide. I was very confident and 14 years later, Dr. Davis, can you say unequivocally that she didn't kill her husband? No, I cannot. But there's not enough evidence to say she did.
Right. As a forensic pathologist, at least on the evidence that I've been privy to, there's no way on earth I think she's guilty.
But there is information Dr. Davis was not privy to.
You anybody have any doubts as to whether David was murdered by Renella? Maybe they can talk to Sleepwalker? Honestly, you can't hurt you.
Dramatic attempt to convince a jury of suicide. The defense brings the blood in bed with still preserved. Defense forensic expert Celia Britt shows jurors how David Lee could have fired all 3 shots.
If I were to lie in bed and I were to aim at my head and pull the trigger and miss hard, I create this.
Yep.
And then, frustrated that I missed, sat up and pulled the trigger. It went into my head here.
Yeah.
And then if I fell, and my hand squeezed again, it would miss up.
That happens with the directionals that really distance. We're not saying we know exactly what happened. We're just saying there are multiple ways that all of this makes sense. There's only one person who wanted to harm David, and that's David. He was attacked by his physicians. Suicide.
It's becoming useless.
But for the prosecution, the most incriminating evidence is an evidence crime scene. It's at the barber shop, where Raynell called Cindy Wilkerson on the morning of the shooting. Raynell had already left him at home. She made a call from Park West Hospital, where she was visiting David's mother. She was
Unusual.
The prosecution says the call was part of Raynella's elaborate alibi to prove she wasn't at home with David, but they say she miscalculated. Remember, Raynella told police she put breakfast by the bed and left the house around 9:30. She made the call at Cindy just 20 minutes later.
There was no reason to say.
Without it, and they don't know about Sleepwalker.
I'm pretty sure we're a big salad here. It's a big salad in this town.
Sleepwalker's ex-wife was an adopted secretary. Their relationship, as it turns out, was more than just professional. In 1995, 3 years after Ed's death, Steve found out during divorce proceedings that the son he raised was actually Ed's biological child.
Hi, David.
Terrible shock to see, and right now
I'm almost done here. Or I don't know.
Right now, he's on up.
My God. I'm frustrated.
Firing warning shots into the ground to chase them away. And that Steve then took the weapon and fled on foot. But when Steve filed his own report, he told a very different story.
Can't hear
He
me.
said that same morning, Brianna picked him up and
I'm
shot him
frustrated right now.
went to the farm to talk about the affair. When they got to Raynella's barn, Steve said she suddenly pulled out a revolver. In a police interview, Steve told investigators Raynella then said, "I'll kill you, son of a bitch. Then I'll raise the son." She got a title right upper hand, and she jumped up with it. But the former marksman missed. Steve started running, but tripped and fell. Found the fences. She said, "I used to be shot there back in here." And she banged that gun. And I closed my eyes. Well, the gun was out of bullets. There's no doubt in my mind. If you had run out of bullets, I'd be dead. The police believed Steve Walker's story, and Raynella was arrested and charged with attempted murder. But she took the deal and pled guilty to a lesser charge of assault. After 6 years, the record was cleared. Why was she plead guilty? It's the same thing I would have told her.
Nothing I can do. Start the desk area. Slowly sliding onward. That's it.
22 years later, she's hoping to walk away again. But as the jurors are ready to have their voices heard, something happens that no one sees coming.
Start. Okay, do not add or change anything. This is happy. Please.
I'm really trying
Please.
to
Please, please.
So I was able to look into it.
Yes,
With the
Jesus.
daughter by her side, Raynella Lee arrives at court for the final time.
Assalamualaikum. One second. Hello.
Before the jurors can decide her fate, there's just one more piece of business. It's a defense motion called for Rule 29. A routine requirement in nearly every trial to throw out the case for lack of evidence. In most cases, the judge simply denies the motion and gives the jurors the case. Oh, 2 words are required. Motion granted. But like so many times in the story of Raynella, something completely unexpected happens. My opening report, the defendant's motion for judgment of acquittal is granted. Raynella Lee is not guilty. The case against Raynella Lee is dismissed. Not guilty. The judge, on his own, acquits Raynella Lee of murder after 14 years of suspicion. 6 years behind bars. And 3 hard-fought trials, just like that. It's all over. And the defense celebrates. Natively's daughter since not. The prosecution does too. And under Tennessee law, there's no appeal here because the judge made his extremely rare decision before the jury began deliberations. These jurors, initially shocked, become angry. Jurors used to play. They should have said, "The judge Summers so convinced she was raped with evidence. Let's deliberate it. And how do you explain that? I can't. Only Judge Summers can. So we asked Judge Summers, now retired, to make his case to 48 hours. And he agreed.
Strictly based on the evidence that I heard from the side. Get me on the safe side. If I'd have been a district manager.
Did you choose to do this to end this case, to finally end this case?
Yeah.
You did.
I will have to have included insufficient on this side in this case.
Judge Summers believed that there was enough evidence for the jury to decide a homicide may have occurred, but he was convinced the prosecution didn't meet its burden to prove that Raynella Lee had the time or the opportunity to commit it.
Alleged resident found all around her. She had an alibi. The state could not prove the time of death. The evidence was clearly insufficient to show. And finally, there was no evidence to show she was even the last person ever to see Lady Lee alive.
You were so sure that there wasn't enough evidence for the jury to convict him beyond a reasonable doubt. What the jury